action. All right. Hell yeah. Yep. And so, yep. I just want to do a video just for fun. And like a little check-in, I guess. Oh man, dude. So I had a temperature yesterday. I think that it started the day before yesterday, but I didn't really notice. I couldn't really tell. I just thought I was getting tired because of the work, you know? And so like, it may have started the day before yesterday, but then yesterday, man, I was like really tired. And I could start to feel it in my bones, like, and that's when last time I had a temperature, I remember that's what it was. Like my bones were aching, my whole body was aching. So on lunch, I just went and got my got one of them thermometers and just did my temperature, and it was like 100.7, I think. It might have been 101.7, I can't remember. But anyways, so I told my boss, and he said, don't fucking come back to work. Because my boss, he's the old guy, you know, and he's got all kinds of comorbidities and shit. Whatever. I mean, I'm just a spring chicken compared to him. So then he told me, nope, don't come back to work until you fucking, you know. So then I looked online, what's the best way to treat what is that? Well, I think that's a flu. Yeah, it's a flu when you have a temperature. I don't even know, like, who fucking cares? But, you know, because last time I got sick, I didn't have a temperature, but I was, you know, had the sniffles and the headaches, cough, sore throat, runny nose, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't have a temperature. But I could feel my body. I was like, okay, something's not right. So, yeah, so anyways, so I looked online, well, what's the best way to, you know, treat flu symptoms and shit? And it said to be, like, keep your body cool, which is weird. I mean, it makes sense, but I'm glad I looked it up, because I would just assume, you know, I need to be warm. I need to be, you know, that cool temperatures is going to make it worse. But no, so it just said drink lots of fluids and take, you know, like the extra strength Tylenol, you know, to help relieve the pain. And drink lots of fluids and rest. And in a cool temperature. It said to wear like light clothes, you know. Light clothes, cool temperature, lots of fluids, and lots of rest. So I just did that immediately. And then yesterday, that was at noon. So then finally today, I don't know what time it is, I took my temperature again, and it's normal. But I don't know, I'm gonna have to take my temperature again a couple more times. I don't have a lighter. Fucking bullshit, right? Bullshit. I don't even have a fucking lighter. What's wrong? Oh. Damn it, motherfucker. Maybe I can. So anyway. So I'm just whatever. I like to do videos because you know what I notice is what inspires me to do videos is when there's nothing to watch on BitChute or YouTube or whatever. And then I just decide, that's when I decide to make a video. Because I think it's funny that I can make videos that, in my opinion, are as good and entertaining as anything anyone else is putting out. But yet some of those anyone else's are getting big bucks to do their shit. And I think it's funny. I think it's all very hilarious. Well, whatever. So it's for entertainment purposes only. But I need a fucking lighter. This is not good. So I might have to break this off into 2 parts, because unless I could find somebody who's got matches or a lighter. I doubt it. Let's see what's going on over here. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about, whatever. I don't even care. What does it even matter? Talk. Right? Talk. Talking. Come on, I wish somebody had a lighter, though. That would really be helpful. Maybe this guy. Let's see. So, yeah, pretty exciting, huh? Pretty exciting video we got going here. You hear all this shit going on with the fucking everything and nothing. I mean, it is whatever. Who knows what the fuck is going on? You hear it all, everything and nothing. Yeah. Bunch of bull fucking shit, you know. Me personally. Oh, here we go. Do you think I could bum a light off of one of you guys?
A lighter?
Yeah?
You would be the one with the lighter.
Thank you. I forgot my lighter. I came all the way out here.
Oh, for God's
I know, right? Don't you hate it when that happens? Appreciate it. Have a good day.
You too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, got my... Yep. So anyhow, but there was, I wanted to expand more on the sheeple thing that I was just kind of for fun going on a tangent about sheeple. Oh, well, just for a quick example, let's say that woman who loaned me the lighter was a sheeple. Well, okay, let's say that's the case. It very well could be. She was still very nice, and did you hear her? She made a joke, oh, for God's sake, you know, and so I don't know. You know, the thing is, though, about the sheeple phenomenon, okay, let's go back to it. Let's go back to the scenario, the hypothetical scenario, for entertainment purposes only, okay? Say that at least 75% of the United States of America are sheeple. Let's say that that's the case, okay? If that were the case and you were not a sheeple, well, what would be the point of, for example, like taking a shower? See, let me put it to you this way. If 75% or more of the U.S. population are sheeple, and you're not, are you going to have very much in common with the people around you? Are you going to have, is there anything that shared, you know, life experience you're going to have? And remember, 75% is a conservative estimate. Are you going to find things in common with other people. So, like, what would be the point of taking a shower? You understand? Brushing your teeth, shit like this. Why? Why would you do that? Why? Outside of just survival only. You know, well, I brush my teeth because I could die from, because people die from, like, you know, you get an abscess in your mouth, you could fucking die from it. So, but that's the only reason to brush your teeth, you know? Because I remember, like, growing up, I never saw brushing my teeth as, like, a survival thing. I always saw it as if I want to get some pussy, I need to have my, you know, my teeth brushed and stuff. That's what hygiene is for mixing it up with the ladies, you know. Hygiene isn't for survival. Who no, you know. So, but see, many years later, you start to look at things different, because if 75 or more % of the U.S. population are just sheeple, and you or I are not a sheeple, well, we don't really have very much in common with them. So, like, what would be the point of just everyday activities like brushing my teeth? Why? I mean, what does it matter either way if 75 or more % of the population are sheeple? What does it matter what any of them think about me? How my breath smells, or how, you know, or how dirty and unclean I am or not. What is it? It doesn't matter, you know. It doesn't matter. The only purpose for any of that hygiene type stuff would be survival only. It's just mere survival. Well, and then you have to ask the question, like, what's the point of surviving? You know? And so these things are interesting to me, you know. Remember, 75% is a low ball estimate. That is a conservative estimate. That means it could be more in the ballpark of like 80, 90%, or even more, 92%, 95%. And again, in that type of scenario, if you were not a sheeple, well, what would be the point of, like, wiping your ass after you take a shit? What's the point? Outside of survival, like, I don't want to die from the bacteria that's gonna grow in my butt if I don't keep. And brushing my teeth, I don't want to die from an abscess in my mouth, so I guess I'll brush my teeth. But outside of staying alive, like, what's the point? You know. And then, like I said, then you question, well, what's the point of even? What is the point of existing in this society where 75 or more % of all people are just sheeple? And if I'm not a sheeple, what do I really have in common with any of these people? Do I really want to engage with any of these people at all? What would be the point of engaging with these people? Just some questions. I'm just asking, you know. It's like, I don't see what the point is. Well, the point is blah, 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 blah. And so, would that be considered a culture war? If 75% or more of the U.S. population, again, I'm not going global. We're not going to go global. I'm just, to keep it simple, you know, just to keep things simple, if just the U.S. were 75% or more sheeple, damn, these fuckers are loud, aren't they? All this loud shit. Like, what's the point? Fucking these dumb fuckers, man. If 75% or more of the population were sheeple, well, wouldn't that be a culture war? Like think about it. If 75% of the U.S. population are sheeple, do you think those sheeple would be welcoming of the 25% that aren't sheeple? Or do you think that they would be creating rules and regulations and doing all these things to make sure that the 25 or less percent that aren't sheeple, it just makes their life even more difficult? You know, like a culture war. You don't think that would be a cult? You think okay, so if 75 or more percent of the U.S. population were all sheeple, you think that those sheeple would be totally acceptable and living harmoniously with the 25 or less percent that aren't sheeple? That they would just be harmoniously living together? No problem, man. It's all cool. The sheeple wouldn't be doing everything they can to make, to make everyone else who isn't a sheeple make their lives more miserable as possible to get them to assimilate and shit. Culture war. You don't think there'd be a culture war if 75 or more percent of the U.S. population was sheeple? You don't think that would be a culture war where the sheeple would be always attacking anyone that isn't a sheeple? So now that we've kind of just like framed this picture, this hypothetical, of course, for entertainment purposes only, of course. Now that we've framed this picture, what percentage of the U.S. population do you think are sheeple? 10%? 5%? 9%? 80%? 99%? What percentage of the U.S. population do you think are sheeple? Because we can only speculate, we don't have the scientific tools to, we can only go off of what we can see, smell, taste, feel, touch. That's all we have to go off of. There is no proof that 75% or more of the U.S. population are sheeple. There's no proof of this. Prove it. If you can't prove it, then just shut your fucking mouth, you dirty fucking scumfuck, right? You're a liar. Quit lying to me. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. It's only a hypothetical. So again, now that we've framed the picture, the question is, what percentage of the U.S. population do you think are sheeple? Again, is it 9%, 12%, 76.3%? What is it? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yeah. Anyways, so always brush your teeth, always wipe your butt, and make sure you're very clean. And because, it's very important to fit in, and, you never know, you might, if your teeth are brushed and stuff, you might come across somebody that isn't a sheeple of the opposite sex, or whatever sex I guess you're into. And you might strike up something, or maybe not, depending on what percentage of the population are sheeple, and how willing you are to compromise your integrity. Maybe I should just kind of give in and get me a sheeple girlfriend, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, if 75% or more of the population were sheeple, and you weren't a sheeple, what would be the point of participating in that society? Why? What? I mean, how would an individual who's not a sheeple rationalize participating in a society where 75% or more of the population of that society were sheeple? How do you rationalize going along with all this? Like, brush your teeth, wipe your butt, Why? Oh, because, you know, you could die from an abscess in your mouth. That's the only reason I brush my, not so that I, you know, am presentable in the event I, you know, meet some gal who might be interested in me if my, you know, breath didn't stink or whatever. Like, what is the, what's the chances? If 75% of the U.S. population or more are sheeple, what would be the chances of you, if you're not a sheeple, of actually meeting a girl and having a meaningful relationship with her? What would be the chances? Well, that would be 25% or less chance. And remember, 75% is a conservative estimate. I don't know. Yeah, just for entertainment purposes only, of course. That's all it is. See you guys.